Parsva Hasta Padasana, hands and feet to the side. Jane starts in Tadasana and jumps into Uttita Hasta Padasana. Then she turns one foot in as she turns the other out. As we look at Jane's pose, we can see her right foot is in line with the toes of her left foot and turned forward. Though she lifted the heel of her left foot and turned it out, she lost the turn as she put weight on her heel. Her right knee has sagged toward the front of her mat as her right hip swung toward the back. Jane's left hip has rotated forward, leaving her knee behind. Her pelvis is tilted down on the right side, shortening the left side of her torso. In her current position, both knees are at risk of injury. We'll have Jane return to Uttita Hasta Padasana. She lost her alignment as she turned her feet in. She wants to even up her feet before going to the left. This time Jane lifts the ball of her right foot, turning the whole leg inward. Then she pivots her left foot outward. Jane wants the line on her mat to run from the middle toe on her left foot, through the center of her heel, and across the middle arch of her right foot. She wants her left knee pointed toward her middle toe and her hip in line with her knee. As her right leg bones turn toward her right toes, her right thigh moves back and the hip rotates out. Jane wants her hip and torso to remain upright, facing the front of her mat. To return to Uttita Hasta Padasana, Jane rotates on her right heel as she pivots on the middle of her left foot. She's now ready to repeat the first side or return to Tadasana. Let's watch Jane's skeleton in Parsva Hasta Padasana. As we look at her initial pose, we can see her feet are not in line. Her pelvis is tipped to one side and swings toward her right foot as her shoulders point forward. Jane's knees and toes are pointed in different directions. This can be hard on her knees. We'll have her try again. As Jane lifts the ball of her right foot, we can see how her thigh bone rolls in to keep her knee and toes pointing in the same direction. As she pivots her left foot, Jane is careful to point her knee in the same direction. Next, she levels her hips as she moves her left hip forward and her right thigh and hip back, squaring her hips and torso to the front of her mat. To exit, she turns her feet back to Uttita Hasta Padasana before jumping back to Tadasana.